Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this week on Smackdown, we have two more Money in the Bank qualifying matches. The first is the big one, the rematch from Extreme Rules, Hideo and Itami versus Chris Jericho. We'll announce the other one in a moment's time. That is a big matchup, and we've been told that it is their final encounter. That's it. They're done after tonight. Tag team action this week on Main Event is Dana Brooke and Emma. They team up to take on the Bella Twins, Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. We've seen the Bellas, they've been on a bit of a roll as of late. Nikki especially, she's been really improving. We'll see how she goes again this week with her sister Brie. CESARO goes one-on-one with Curtis Axel, the former Intercontinental Champion CESARO. We'll see how he fares. Plenty of success from CESARO here in Universe Mode. Just needs to get another big victory, get himself back to the top. And MIKEY of the Spirit Squad will go one-on-one with HEATH SLATER to close out this week's main event. So it's the Bellas with a victory over Brooke and Emma. CESARO versus Curtis Axel. The Swiss Superman picks up the win. And MIKEY versus Slater. It is MIKEY with the win. Well, as well as that, this week on SmackDown, we have PAIGE versus Alicia Fox. ENZO will go one-on-one with Devon Dudley. Sasha Banks is up against NAOMI in singles action as well. And a big tag team match. Braun Strowman has found himself a partner, and it's the big red monster Kane. Kane will team up with Strowman to take on Harper and Rowan of the Wyatt family. And we have a big announcement regarding Braun Strowman as well. We'll talk about that in a moment's time. The second of our Money in the Bank qualifying matches, it is A-Train. Gets himself a huge opportunity to catapult himself back at the top. He's up against Dean Ambrose, and it is the rematch. They're currently sitting at one apiece in singles matches. Jericho and Itami one-on-one. The winner takes a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder matchup. PAIGE versus Alicia Fox. It's Alicia Fox. Perhaps a bit of an upset win there. PAIGE just struggling as of late. Devon gets a win over ENZO AMORE. Bit of an upset win there as well. NAOMI gets a win over SASHA. I would say that's an upset as well. Upsets galore here tonight on SmackDown. Strowman and Kane, they are successful teaming up to take on Harper and Rowan. Big win there. As we move on to Albert versus Ambrose. So it is A-Train up against Dean Ambrose. Albert gets a big opportunity here tonight. Well, we've seen him return not too long ago, signed a pretty decent contract here on SmackDown, and our GM Edge is looking to get the most value he can out of A-Train. $250,000 contract is where A-Train is currently sitting at, and that's a big money deal to come in, and a big portion of the cap allocated to A-Train, who's, I guess, been a little unproven in the last number of years. He hasn't exactly excelled, but we've seen him here in Universe Mode before, of course, as Tensai. But in the last few weeks, he's looked pretty good. He had a match against Luke Harper, did not get the win there. But he gets another chance here tonight to be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match. His opponent, though, Dean Ambrose, a former WWE Champion here in Universe Mode, a former Intercontinental Champion as well, a former Royal Rumble winner. Wow. The accolades are right there for Ambrose. Plenty of success from him. And he is one guy who definitely could use a Money in the Bank briefcase just to get himself back in the championship picture. It's been a while for Ambrose. He's just been a little out of luck. But Ambrose, to be fair, he's been pretty good. As now, look out, a big start here as a swinging neckbreaker. Ambrose obviously had a big rivalry back with Randy Orton earlier on the year and late last season. So, Dean Ambrose has had a lot of success in the last few months, but we just haven't seen him at his best. Well, we haven't seen too much of him and too many opportunities the last couple of months in particular. Since, I guess, WrestleMania, we haven't seen too much of Dean Ambrose. Obviously had a matchup against Sami Zayn and a losing effort there, and that would have frustrated Dean Ambrose, and he gets an opportunity tonight. And this is a big chance for Ambrose. I mean, you come into this matchup, and you get a chance to go in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which, of course, we already have Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins, as we found out on Monday Night Raw. They are already in the match. So it's already two big superstars in there already. You add in Ambrose or A-Train here, and things are getting really good. As A-Train now with a cover early on after a few right hands. Can't get the cover, though. Can't get the 3 count, I should say. Knee there by A-Train there on Ambrose. Big opportunity here for A-Train. I mean, like we said, you come in with a money deal, and there's a lot of expectation on him. He's a veteran. And quite possibly this is his last chance. This may be his last run. I mean, his contract isn't exactly all that long. He has until bragging rights. So he's got 1 more month left on his contract here on SmackDown. So it's a short-term deal for A-Train, and these are the types of matches that A-Train needs to win. If he is going to get a renewal on his contract here on SmackDown, he needs to start winning. He needs to start, earning that money. His market value has gone up, so if he is going to get a contract renewal, then SmackDown will have to pay a little bit extra to get A-Train, and maybe even Raw might make a play for him as well. So that's the situation for A-Train, as he's going to drop the splash right there on Ambrose. And who knows, maybe even NXT could make a play for A-Train. That's the situation here with the 3 brands, I guess you could say. SmackDown, Raw, and of course NXT. They can make a play for everyone. So A-Train will have a big decision to make if that is if he does get any contract offers. Quite possible that nobody couldn't want A-Train. As we saw in the rumor mill that you saw earlier on in the video, that some guys such as Sin Cara have not been offered a contract. And Sin Cara could be well on his way out of here unless he can start to, do something. But unfortunately for him, he's just not getting the opportunities. A-Train, though, he has the opportunity tonight. As Ambrose working away on the legs of A-Train, trying to keep the big man grounded. Not a bad idea, not a bad strategy to employ. Keep the bigger man down as you work away on him, as these left hands there by Ambrose striking the skull of A-Train. And takedown there by A-Train, able to get Ambrose off his feet. And A-Train, look, he's no joke, he's no pushover. We saw him dismantle Curtis Axel in his return. And obviously it was tough. It was a tough match against Harper, but he put up a big fight. I think A-Train, though, he's a guy who definitely could be an Intercontinental Champion. Has the size about it, has the experience as well. He's going to be tough to deal with. And Ambrose tonight, learning that firsthand, just what A-Train's all about. This could be A-Train's last chance to ever be in the world title picture. And if he can win this one, go to Money in the Bank, who knows what could happen to A-Train. His career could change as he drops the elbow. Never won a championship here in Universe Mode, and things could change if he can get in the Money in the Bank ladder match and win it all. But Ambrose looking pretty good here. A-Train learning quickly how good Dean Ambrose is. Getting him up off his feet, back body drop, down goes Ambrose. So A-Train, look out now. What has he got planned? Hooks the arms of Ambrose, picks him up. Here's the power of A-Train on display right now. And he'll drop him down. And Ambrose in some big trouble now. He's in a bad, bad way. A-Train looking good. But Ambrose, though, takes down A-Train. And that was a big move, because if he gets struck with another one from A-Train, it could have been all over. Knee there by A-Train. Into the guts of Ambrose. Now A-Train from behind. Has him up with the shoulders. Here's the power of A-Train. And it drops him down. Turn it into a neck breaker at the same time. Impressive stuff there from the veteran. But Ambrose is not giving up yet. Dean Ambrose fighting for everything here. He needs this win. He knows it. He knows that his career is kind of in a bit of limbo. He needs this type of victory. Get him in the Money in the Bank. Win the whole thing. Go on to do some great, great things in the future. That's the proposition for Dean Ambrose here. There's now the shoulder. Into the arms is now. Look out. A-Train now. Jackknife cover could be it here for Ambrose. Oh, a late kick out the counter too. A-Train thought for a moment that he was going to Money in the Bank. He's firing himself up now. The crowd supporting him. The crowd haven't exactly been that fond of Dean Ambrose, and I'm sure he hasn't been that missed by a lot of the portion of the crowd because of his antics. We've seen perhaps the worst of Dean Ambrose in the last 6 or so months. And even our SmackDown GM Edge hasn't exactly been a fan of Dean Ambrose's style in recent times, his attitude. Maybe a reason why Ambrose hasn't been featured all that much, as well as not being able to get the big wins when he needs it. Drives A-Train head first though. Forget about whether the crowd likes you or not. It's about winning this match and going to Money in the Bank. It's in the balance right now between the two. It's A-Train takes Ambrose off his feet, splashes down on him as well. Here's the cover. Could be it here for Dean Ambrose. No, a kick out. Close between the two. So close. And Ambrose back to his feet. A-Train has him up. Look at the power of A-Train. and just drives down Dean Ambrose. Impressive stuff from the veteran. He's still got the power, he's still got the size and the strength that we know he possesses, and it's been good stuff from him so far. Ambrose off his feet again. Here comes Albert, drops down with a double X handle there on Dean Ambrose. So A-Train looking pretty good. This is impressive from him. And like we said, so much on the line here. One more Money in the Bank qualifying matchup tonight as well. And that'll be your next matchup, Jericho and Itami. They'll join the winner of this one. Ambrose up top now. What has he got planned here for A-Train? Albert slowly getting to his feet. A-Train's in trouble. Ambrose again, right between the eyes there. Double X handle takes down A-Train. He's going up top again now. What is Ambrose thinking here? The lunatic fringe up on the top of the rope. What is he going to do now? Ambrose tried to drop the elbow off the top on a standing A-Train. A-Train was having none of it. Bit of a mistake there. Probably should have tried to execute it whilst A-Train was down. And now A-Train again. He's got Ambrose up again. A-Train now. What about this power from the big man? Drops down Ambrose again. This could be it for the former world champion. A-Train splashes down again. This time doesn't go for the cover at the same time. Instead, he has one more big move up his sleeve. He's looking to put Ambrose away now. Picks him up. Drives him down. Oh my goodness. With that sit out. Oh no, he can't get him. Grabbed Ambrose by the throats. Picks him up. Slams him down. Almost had him there. Brilliant stuff from A-Train, but he just couldn't get the 3 count. Ambrose stays in it. Ambrose not giving up yet, and here he comes. Couple of right hands. Ambrose trying to fire up now. Here comes the lunatic fringe in the corner. Running Bulldog to follow it up as well. Dean Ambrose is giving it his all. He's trying his absolute best to get himself to Money in the Bank. He knows he'll have to do whatever it takes to get there. Ambrose not afraid to cheat for victory. A-Train now, hang on. Look out, Ambrose from behind. Boom! There's the clothesline. Launching himself off the ropes. Into the cover. A-Train could be out cold here. Has Ambrose got him? No. Ambrose thought for a moment he was going to do it, but he needs a little bit more. Now he wants dirty deeds. A-Train, do not get up. You're not going to like what's coming next. Ambrose now going for dirty deeds. Connects. A-Train is out cold. Can A-Train dig deep? Wow, yes he can. A-Train realizing that this is all about his career. His future is on the line here. If he can survive, he will get another contract renewal, no doubt about it. This is his livelihood on the line. His career is on the line. Ambrose trying to take it away from him. Ambrose now up on the second rope. Wants A-Train up. He couldn't beat him with the dirty deeds. A-Train's not giving up. A-Train is fighting with everything he's got. Ambrose, he's trying to survive, and A-Train hooking the leg now near the ropes. And no, he can't get him though. Ambrose stays in it. Big shot there by A-Train. Kicks out of one dirty deeds. That's massive, but how much has he got left? How much more can he take? Ambrose trying to keep A-Train down, but A-Train just keeps on finding a way to counter as now he drives down Ambrose there with a big slam. Impressive from A-Train. And now A-Train, well hey, A-Train's using the ropes. A-Train, he's desperate alright, uses the ropes thinking that might be the only way to beat Ambrose, but you can't blame him. He's a desperate man. He needs to find whatever way he can to win here tonight and get into that Money in the Bank ladder match. Ambrose not exactly thrilled about A-Train's antics there, but you can't blame the man. As now stomps away in the corner. Ambrose shrugs off A-Train. Right hand there by Dean. And now attempted running Bulldog, can't get it again. A-Train counter again. A-Train's not giving up at all, is he? Ambrose is just firing at him everything he's got, but A-Train continues to find a way to counter. Spotting the Money in the Bank ladder match on the line. Ambrose with these big shots here. Some huge right hands now. And now A-Train, he might be dazzled to days. Right-handed of his own. But Ambrose, here he comes! Big clothesline off the ropes. A-Train's in big trouble now. A-Train, can he find a way to kick out? Has he got anything left? No, he doesn't. Dean Ambrose gets the win. Well, he hit the dirty deeds earlier on. You felt as though A-Train was on borrowed time. The clothesline off the ropes. He struck him so well. And A-Train just knocked out cold. He didn't know what the hell was going on after that. Ambrose, so impressive here tonight. Impressive stuff from him. And Ambrose proving that he's ready. Ready to get back into the main event picture. He's been out of luck for the last couple of months now. Opportunities have not gone his way ever since WrestleMania when he lost that brand versus brand matchup for SmackDown. Our GM Edge hasn't exactly been fond of him, but he gets an opportunity to be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match. There it is right now. Ambrose, Rollins, Samoa Joe. Later on, we'll find out, will it be Jericho or Itami joining them. Big win tonight by Dean Ambrose. We'll see the next matchup in a moment's time. Well, here is Roman Reigns. We have learned that our SmackDown GM Edge is reportedly having a meeting with Roman Reigns tonight after what he did to Sami Zayn at Extreme Rules. If you missed it, well, basically Roman Reigns destroyed Sami Zayn before the World Championship matchup. Sami Zayn far from 100% in the steel cage, and he just could barely compete, let's be honest. Zayn gave it all he had, but it was always an uphill battle. And it was all because of Roman Reigns, who was instructed by GM Edge not to interfere in the match. That's why a steel cage was made, to keep Roman Reigns out. Well, Roman Reigns, to be fair, he just outsmarted the GM. Instead of attacking during the match, he attacked before the steel cage even went down, before the match began, took out Sami Zayn, made it very hard for Zayn to win. And now Edge, I guess, has got a tough proposition. What does he do? How does he go about it? Does he insert Roman Reigns in the matchup? Does he punish Roman Reigns? Does he fire Roman Reigns? I don't know. But Edge is going to try and decide what is the best strategy here going forward. Anyways, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to Chris Jericho and Hideo Itami. Speak about a blood feud. Well, these two are just looking to beat the hell out of one another. An Extreme Rules and a no-holds-barred match. It was Hideo Itami finally picking up the win he's been seeking. He finally defeated Chris Jericho. It was after the match. Itami talked a lot of trash to Jericho, and I just felt as though this one was not over. Our SmackDown GM Edge decided to have these guys against each other one more time. He knew that there was an opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He knew there's one spot available for one of these two, and he put them against each other tonight. Beat the hell out of each other one last time. Their final encounter before they move on to other opponents. Hideo Itami or Chris Jericho could move on to the Money in the Bank ladder match. As Jericho now prepares himself. Itami looks ready. Here we go. We're underway. And straight away Jericho picks up Hideo Itami with the Michinoku driver there. Good start there for Chris Jericho. Well, we've seen Chris Jericho win the Money in the Bank ladder match in the past. You can go back to Season 2, where Chris Jericho won, and he cashed in at the Night of Champions pay-per-view. He cashed in on The Undertaker. And of course, Jericho held onto the championship for a few months after that until he lost it at TLC. And that was the last time Chris Jericho had been the world champion. So Chris Jericho has had plenty of success with Money in the Bank. Really, I think really a big reason why Jericho has been able to stay at the top was because of Money in the Bank and kind of revive his career and have so much success here in Universe Mode. I don't think he would have been able to do it without Money in the Bank. Of course, at the time, Jericho was on a major losing streak, and he was able to get that major victory finally in his career. Since then, Jericho has been multiple-time tag team champion, has had plenty of success in other areas, but he would love to get back into the world title picture. But Hideo Itami would love to stop that from happening here tonight. Itami lining up Chris Jericho. As Hideo Itami, look out. Oh, springboard drop kick there. Takes down Jericho. Nicely executed there as the former world champion taken down, and he's in some pressure right now. Under some pressure because Hideo Itami defeating Jericho at Extreme Rules. Itami now all of a sudden has the confidence back. All of a sudden believes in himself again. For a while there, I think Hideo Itami just felt as though he was not good enough maybe to step up to SmackDown. When Jericho beat him on his first night in, Itami was just irate. He just couldn't believe it. And finally, Itami was able to get that win he's been searching for. That one win that's been bothering him for such a long time. Nice suplex there by Itami. Beating Chris Jericho. Itami's now just been able to get himself back going again. You just feel as though Itami is now ready to accomplish some great things. And a win here tonight over Jericho again will put him in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And hey, give him a chance to become a world champion. This early on in the game would be huge for Hideo Itami. Some big elbow strikes there by Itami, taking down Jericho. It's now Itami wants Jericho to get back to his feet. We're certainly not writing Jericho off yet. Obviously, Jericho losing at Extreme Rules. Maybe he's been able to figure out what went wrong. Maybe he's been able to figure out why he lost that match and what he can do to overcome that. What he can do to win here tonight and overcome that loss and make up for his mistakes. Attempted suplex there by Itami. Blocked there by Jericho into one of his own by Chris Jericho. We've seen these two. We saw it for months. Battle away, backstage, before matches, after matches. It was a terrific rivalry between the two. And finally we saw it come to a head at Extreme Rules. And the final encounter here tonight is a bridging suplex there by Hideo Itami. Now he's going up to the top of the rope. What has he got planned here for Jericho? Itami now. No, he's going to wait for Jericho to get back to his feet. Thought he was going to fly just then. But what has he got planned now? Here he comes. Diving clothesline there on Jericho and strikes down Chris Jericho. Itami now driving Jericho into the corner. The youngster, the newcomer, here to SmackDown, looking to beat the veteran Jericho one more time. Shoulder block takedown. Down goes Itami. Chris Jericho now. Well, hey, Jericho's not too phased. He's just trying to, I think he's trying to psych himself up a little bit. I think he's trying to prove to himself that he's in a good position. They're just trying to rattle Hideo Itami's confidence and frustrate Hideo Itami and look for a bit of a mistake in his game and try to capitalize. Jericho now, he may be able to find that mistake as he's now taking down Itami. And he's got it locked in. Walls of Jericho. He's used this to beat Itami a couple times now. Can he use it again? Itami tapped out to this a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Jericho can't get the win now. Needs more, and that may do it. Code breaker. The code breaker there. Is that it for Itami? No, the shoulder is up. Jericho thought he had booked his place at Money in the Bank in that ladder match, but it's not happening yet. Jericho now going to fly over the top. Can't land it though as Itami gets out of the way. Itami now, he's trying to fight back here, and here he comes. He has Jericho up. I thought he might be looking for that GTS. Jericho countering though. And now Jericho tries to pick up Itami, and a counter there. These two have obviously studied each other so well. A cover now by Itami, could be it here. Jericho though kicks out. Close battle right now. Itami's in the corner, wants Jericho up. Stomps away on Chris Jericho. Itami dragging Jericho towards the middle of the ring. He strikes here, and oh, that last one was brutal. Cuts Jericho open. And now Jericho tried, I think, maybe go for that code breaker again, running at Itami. He couldn't get it though. It's now Jericho from behind. Drags down Hideo Itami, and this could be it. No, Itami kicks out quickly. Jericho though, trying everything in his power to beat Hideo Itami. One last Money in the Bank match, one last big win, perhaps even one last world title reign could come from it. Jericho, he's thinking about it. He knows what is at stake here. Money in the Bank can change your life. He knows it firsthand. He would love to do it again. Jericho now waiting for Itami, and here comes the veteran. Double axe handle right between the eyes there, off the top of the rope, and Jericho firing himself up here now. The crowd certainly getting behind Chris Jericho. Itami not exactly liked at all around here, and you can't blame the crowd for not really supporting Hideo Itami. Not a lot to really cheer about with Itami. DDT there. Itami's actions have been disgusting, to say the least, over the last few weeks. A couple of months, if you will, on SmackDown. Itami now gets struck with a right hand. Now the spinning forearm there by Jericho. That one really rocked Itami. And down goes the newcomer to SmackDown, Hideo Itami. As now Jericho, he's going for it again. Walls of Jericho once again. Chris Jericho, is he going to do it now? Jericho, can he put Itami away? Itami, he's rattled. He's trying to survive, but he shrugs off Chris Jericho and stays in it. Taken down. Well, Itami surviving these walls of Jericho's, I think, will be the key to his success. I mean, the walls of Jericho has been his kryptonite. As now Itami lines up Jericho. Here it comes. Running knee. No! Jericho swats it away. Big counter there by Jericho. If Itami hits it, it would have been over. As now Itami, German suplex. Down goes Chris. Itami drags Jericho towards the middle of the ring. Could be it now for Jericho. The cover now. Is this it for Jericho? Another shoulder is up. And now Itami. Just starting to see some signs of frustration here by Hideo Itami, who is now looking to go over the top of the rope. What has Itami got planned here? Looking for one last big move here. Hideo Itami launching himself and connects with a big springboard dropkick. We have to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT TakeOver number 5 is coming your way in a couple of weeks' time, and on that very night, we will see Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno, Ty Dillinger compete for Bobby Roode's NXT Championship in a fatal 4-way match. NXT TakeOver number 5 is coming your way live on BrendenPlayz in a couple of weeks' time. Do not miss it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on SmackDown, and Itami using the ropes again, and hang on, Jericho, look out, taken down. Well, suplex onto the ring apron, trouble now for Jericho. Itami just starting to look the goods here. Rolls out of harm's way there on Chris Jericho. Now driving Jericho into the corner. Itami wants this victory more than anything. It's a close battle between the two before the ad break. It was looking as though Jericho was going to beat Itami, but Itami just started to close that little gap there and get things back into his favor. And during the ad break, we saw the two brawling around the ring, and it was very close. Neither man's really been able to get the best of each other. Lots of counters, lots of reversals. Still close battle here. As Itami, well, he kicks Jericho right in the corner there, launching himself into the corner. Could be in here for Jericho. No one here for the counter too. Itami wants the ref to counter a little bit faster, and you can't blame him. Impressive stuff by Hideo Itami, though. He's trying his absolute best. He wants this win. Not only does he get the Money in the Bank ladder match, but he gets the last say. He gets the final laugh. He gets the last win between this rivalry. And, well, it'll be 2-1. Whoever wins this one will be the winner of this 3-match series. As Jericho, the Codebreaker on Hideo Itami. Lights out. Forget about it. Jericho going to Money in the Bank. No! Itami has kicked out again. Jericho not too phased though. He realizes that he came so close, but he knows maybe the walls of Jericho is the key. Itami's tapped out to it before. And now Itami, hang on! Go for a GTS! Jericho reverse DDT with the counter though. Jericho just trying to keep Itami down. These shots right to the head, right to the skull there with the boot. And Jericho! Another Codebreaker! Surely now it's over, but hang on! Jericho didn't go for the cover! What is Chris Jericho doing? And now, German suplex, and gets Itami straight up! Well, that was impressive. I don't know how the hell he managed to do that, but Itami just sprung up to his feet straight away. Now Itami firing himself up. Here's some clotheslines. Itami countering, sweeps Jericho off his feet and fires himself up. Well, he needs to. 2 code breakers in the last couple of minutes. Itami's in a bad way. Shots now by Itami onto Jericho. And now these big kicks. Itami, normally this is the precursor for something big to come. He knows that he is moments away from perhaps losing this matchup. He needs to find something big. Jericho blocks the suplex. Suplexes Itami himself. Jericho now. What can he do? 2 code breakers in recent times has not worked. He needs something. Is it the walls? Has he got something else in mind? Jericho now off the top. Try to kick. Connect there with the kick. But it's just misfired. Jericho not having Itami in the right position. He's missed out. Itami now trying to feel the energy of the crowd to help him win this one. And it looks as though it's going to work. GTS! Jericho! Struck with the knee in the skull, and it's over. Hideo Itami survives. That's what it was. Was not that a concise victory? It was not a dominant win. It was a survival victory. But at the end of the night, Itami is going to Money in the Bank. Jericho is not. And he will join the likes of Ambrose, Joe, and Rollins in the Money in the Bank ladder match for a chance to earn a contract for a world title shot anytime, any place. Well, Hideo Itami removes Jericho from his future. We won't have to see Itami and Jericho fight it out anymore. Itami's removed him, he's beaten him, and now he can focus on the Money in the Bank ladder match. Big win tonight by Hideo Itami. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for on tonight's episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on this video. And of course, subscribe to see more episodes of Universe Mode coming away, including the next episode of the NXT as we get ready for NXT TakeOver number 5. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz. Leave a like on our Facebook page, facebook.com/BrendenPlayz. Join up to the BrendenPlayz forums. It's absolutely free. BrendenPlayz.com/forums. Check out the website as well for more Money in the Bank and Extreme Rules coverage. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.